What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Vlogmas. I'm Joe from joesdaily.com, and today's video is going to cover 5 things about LA you should know before moving here. This video is inspired by a comment I received a few videos back asking what it's like to live in Los Angeles. This person, I believe, is coming from the Midwest, and they wanted to know what it was like before they moved out there, since apparently they haven't visited. Now, this video will cover both positive and negative sides of Los Angeles. I've lived here personally for 12 years. Moved here when I was 16 from New England, so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on what it's like to live here. And without further ado, here are 5 things you should know about LA before moving here. So the first thing you should know about moving to Los Angeles, if you are going to move here, is that about 80% of the time the weather is amazing. And I know that the other 20%, you're probably saying, Joe, that's bullshit. It's always nice in LA. I watch shows like The OC or I've seen Beverly Hills Cop. The truth is, yes, the weather is gorgeous. We don't really have seasons. We basically have spring, summer, 24/7. But TV shows and movies seem to always show blue skies and sun. And the fact of the matter is there are months where, for example, June gloom, where we have kind of like a gray, foggy sky, and it's not really weather you want to be out and about doing things. And yes, also I do want to mention, it doesn't rain very often, and when it rains, we all cry, and we tweet about, oh, I can't go to Starbucks because it's raining, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, we shouldn't be complaining about anything. But I did, like I said, I did want to point out that it's not 100% beautiful weather, as people think. Matter of fact, when friends ask me when they want to come visit, sometimes I don't even know what to tell them. I mean, the truth is, yes, you want to come during the summertime, that's the best time, but sometimes they want to come off, the busy months like, June and July, for example, and I don't really know what to recommend because I don't want them to have a bad time and get, one of those, the 20% I was mentioning, having a bad experience because the weather wasn't what they saw in the OC or movies, for that matter. And I just realized, saying this out loud, it probably sounds like we're a bunch of divas here. I've been here for 12 years, so it's like, you get used to having nice weather all the time. And sometimes you realize, wow, I'm complaining about a semi-cold day in Los Angeles when it's probably freezing wherever you guys are at. If you guys have winter months like we don't have, I shouldn't be complaining. The second thing, which I know is so cliche to talk about when it comes to Los Angeles, is traffic. Yes, traffic is as bad as people talk about on Twitter or your Facebook or wherever you've seen LA traffic being bitched about. It's that bad. And just to give you a little example, this is something you need to know when you move to Los Angeles. And if you don't, you're gonna learn really fast. Let's use an example. I live on the west side, and what people would call west of the 405. Yes, the 405 freeway that everyone talks shit about, that's what I'm talking about. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is because, let's say a friend, let's call John. John invites me to a party on the east side of the 405. So the east side, let's say Hollywood. If John invites me to a party that starts at 7 o'clock, and it is now 3 o'clock, there's a good chance I'm going to say no to the party because traffic is so bad that it starts realistically around 1 o'clock and doesn't end till like 8 or 9. And that being said, the whole west and east side of the 405, because I'm west of the 405, everyone is trying to get on the 405 freeway all times of the day. So basically, me to get past the 405 and then get into more traffic just to get into Hollywood, it's crazy. So as you can see, when you live in LA, you really plan everything you do. I'm talking, you go to the grocery store, you plan what time of day because some streets are so hectic or there's construction going on that you can't get from point A to point B in a timely manner. So if you don't want to live your life in a car in traffic, I recommend plan your day accordingly. The third thing you're gonna learn really fast when you move to Los Angeles, or you should know before moving to Los Angeles, is everyone you meet is in the business. It's not just acting, it's not just entertainment, it's whatever they're trying to do. And even for me, so by the way, I'm not even trying to make fun of these people because the truth is I'm one of those people. You're trying to hustle, you're trying to build your own brand. A lot of people don't realize that they're their own brand, but they are. Whenever you're trying to sell something you do, that means you're selling your brand. And if you go to a party, you go to a bar, I guarantee you if you ask someone what they do or what they're working on, they're gonna have so much to talk about because everyone loves talking about themselves. So once again, kind of a negative thing, but not really. When you come to LA, you come with, a lot of ambition. And the truth is, people really, really, really want to succeed, which, why wouldn't you? And Los Angeles is a great town to make connections and network and build your brand. So the truth is, I'm not even making fun of these people, because like I said, I'm one of those people. If you met me at a bar, I'm gonna tell you what I do, and I'm probably gonna sound like I'm pitching myself, because I probably am. Because that's just the way it is. I'm from New Hampshire. If I went to a bar and someone asked what I did, to be honest with you, I would tell them what I did, and they're probably gonna look at me like, is that a real thing? But in LA, it's accepted, which is why people love Los Angeles, or big cities for that matter, like New York or Chicago, because you can go there, be yourself, and actually make sense to people because they're doing the same thing. So the fourth one is a little bit, let's just be honest, it's on the negative side. And I wanted to talk about it after the business one because this is about people feeling entitled. Now, this is where I was kind of teetering on the third one, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to ruin the fourth. But basically what I mean with that is there's a lot of entitled people, and this just goes from people walking on the sidewalk to people you meet in business meetings to people driving cars. Or people act like they are entitled to whatever they're doing at that time. And what I mean by that is if they're running a business meeting and you're part of that meeting, they might try to take the reins and be the leader of it. Or if you're driving a car, you're just trying to drive to get to the grocery store, you might have someone run you off the road because they're too busy with their own thing, whether they're on their cell phone or talking to their kids in the back seat. Now, I don't want to scare you thinking you're going to get in an accident in your car. That's not what I meant. What you're going to notice is people are going to jump ahead of you without even saying, excuse me. And that's just kind of a common thing because people are so interested in getting ahead that sometimes they will step on the person, even someone that they care about, just to get there. And once again, this is not supposed to scare you out of being in LA. LA is a very hard city. It's just like any other major city. And the truth is people are out to get themselves where they need to be. Hopefully you meet good friends and network with the right people that aren't willing to do that. They're actually the people that are trying to help you out or get you where you need to be. But just know, whenever you move to a major city, and I'm saying this, trying to keep you open-minded, because like I said, I'm from New Hampshire. I've come from a very small town in New Hampshire, and moving to LA was the best thing that ever happened to me because, it opened the doors to so many things. It educated me so fast with culture and business and all this other stuff that the truth is, being entitled just comes with the territory of kind of trying to better yourself. Sometimes it makes a bad thing of a good thing. But you're just going to run into a lot of those people. You just need to you got to call them out ahead of time so you know not to mess with them or just kind of just get away from them. Not sure if any of that made sense, but I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as it is. So the fifth and final thing, and I hope that up until now you're not swayed to not move to Los Angeles or a big city, because the truth is there's just so much opportunity in a big city. I wanted to leave you guys with a thing that I personally love about Los Angeles is that there's literally nothing you can't do. This doesn't 100% pertain to Los Angeles, and I'll try to explain, is that there's just so much stuff you can do even outside of Los Angeles. And basically, LA is a great hub to start in. Anything from amazing food, like just I'm a huge foodie. I love eating new foods. I love going to new restaurants all the time, and that happens all the time in LA. Maybe I'll do a list of restaurants I love in LA, and I'll make that another video. But there's amazing bars, amazing restaurants, amazing entertainment things to do, whether it's going to see a play, going to a movie theater. There's a billion movie theaters. There are so many little suburbs I guess they're called suburbs of LA. There's Westwood, there's Century City, there's Brentwood. I live in Brentwood. And this is all LA. They're just little, like I said, I think they're called suburbs. I don't know. But they're basically little cities inside of LA, essentially. But not to mention, when I was talking about making this video with Sarah, she basically said, well, you should also mention that you can drive up north an hour and a half and go skiing. You can drive south a couple hours and go to San Diego. You can drive 3-ish hours to go to Las Vegas. There's so many things to do outside of LA, but also that kind of pertain to LA. So once again, leaving on a positive note, Los Angeles has great opportunities for business, travel, entertainment, just everything in general. But also outside of LA, there's a lot of opportunity as well. So I don't know, the last one was really, really broad, and I hope it made sense. Basically what I'm saying is that there's the sky's the limit. You make your own thing, whether you're a fitness buff and you want to go hiking, or you're an entertainment freak and you want to go see every single play opportunity or movies or whatever. There's a lot of opportunity here. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked my 5 things you should know about LA before moving here video. I am continuing to do Vlogmas, so if you're new here and you've never seen me before, make sure you click that subscribe button. All my social links are down below, so if you have any ideas for future videos, you can leave a comment here or tweet at me at Joe's Daily. I am constantly interacting with you guys, so make sure you follow me at all my social channels. As always guys, until our next adventure together, this was your Daily Cup of Joe, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.